Hello and welcome to my alternative channel, Anti-War. And today on Anti-War, Louisiana Beer Reviews presents Lagunitas Hop Stoopid. This is the 2026 Stoopid release. Well, this beer was introduced in 2007 and it went away after a few years, and then sometimes they bring it back, but most of the time they don't sell it. In fact, they don't even have it on their website, so we may not see it for 5 more years. It was $10.49 for the 6-pack, 8% alcohol, 102 bitterness units. It's brewed in Petaluma, California by Lagunitas Brewing Company. They have the same bottle design, that 12-ounce brown bottle. It's only sold in bottles, no cans. Same bottle design as the Founders bottle beers. Since 1993, 33 years ago. Founders, Abita, Lagunitas, Sierra Nevada. Those 4 companies must use the same bottle supplier, same glass company, because they're all the same brown, dark brown bottles, squat, short neck. I'm trying to think of any other company that uses this bottle design. I remember when Schlitz and Pabst Blue Ribbon came in those same bottles, but hey, don't lick my bottle cap. Here comes the guest star. Get up here so you're not blocking the camera with your tail. Come on, get up there. Go. All right, so thick off-white head, somewhat hazy orange appearance. This beer has a lot of sediment in it, especially when you look in the bottle. When you look in the bottle, it has gunk in it. But when you pour it out, it dissipates. But, well, maybe I have to turn on the lamps, and you might see the gunk. But you may not be able to see it through the glare, but okay. I have that strong light. Yeah, you should be able to see all that gunk. Chunks of something. Great head retention. It's holding together like lemon meringue pie. These days, $10.49 for a 6-pack of top tier. Yeah, I said that right. Top tier craft beer is a great deal because Hop Stoopid can hang with the best. Ash Fan says, I'm glad they brought it back this year, but they did it in place of Waldo's. I haven't seen Waldo's in Louisiana in 4 years. It's disgusting. I looked forward to Waldo's every year. Missing out on it this year is pretty disappointing. Yeah, me too. But like I said, it's been 4 years in Louisiana. 23, 24, 25, 26. Did not see the Waldo's. Sickening, I got to tell you. Oh, yeah, I forgot to talk about the aroma. A lot of white bread crust, and then there's that hop oil, like hop resin. Doesn't smell like lupulin powder that you get in these hazy IPAs and double dry hop pale ales. It's like double downer. This smells like maybe fresh hops or maybe even hop extract, but it's oily. It's not like powder. Now here's where I think they tricking people, and I think they've always tricked people with Hop Stupid. They tout the 102 IBUs, and Lagunitas is like, oh, it's pretty strong. They're like Stone used to be. It's pretty strong. You probably don't want to buy it. You probably can't handle it, but you can buy it if you want. They're baiting people. They're baiting people, and then they set you up, and then you try it, and you're like, wow, 102 IBUs, the most hoppiest beer in the world, the most bitterest beer in the world, and then you try it, and you're like, well, I mean, there's bitterness, but it's not really that bitter. It just has a bitter quality, but it's not that bitter. So I think it's a setup, and then they get you to realize it's just malty and sweet, and there's a balancing bitterness to it. The number 102 doesn't really come across, so the joke's on you, when you buy it. But then I'll take that joke for 10.49. I think one store had it for $9.99 a 6-pack. True story. 10.49. Babyation 1872 says, howdy, Ron. Hello, howdy to you. Is this beer? Oh, body's medium, not heavy. Body's medium. Finishes dry, is a sticky mouthfeel. Sticky. Like if you got this on your fingers, your fingers would be sticky. Like you had glue on your fingers. And I spilled an IPA on my old keyboard years ago, and it kept sticking. Like it stuck. It was like glue. Like glue. I remember they had an old Cajun teacher at my elementary school. French Cajun teacher. She was like in her 60s, and she was always say glue. Gotta use some glue. I used to get a kick out of that when I was a little kid. Glue. And then the old principal, Mr. Savoy, or Savoy, but Savoy would come talking to them, and they'd be talking French, And as a little kid, I'd be like, what are they saying? Probably why they were talking French, so we wouldn't know what they were saying. But anyway, Francais à la Acadien, but not Francais à la Paris, Parisien. But I've talked to people from France, and they say, yeah, I can understand the people over here that speak the old Cajun French. They said, but it's like old time French because they were isolated, in America. So they said they use different expressions, idioms. Like they say, well, you could understand them, but like in France, they'll say it's raining. Look, it's raining. But over here, they would say, look, it's wet. Hey, it's wet. But they said, but they know what they mean. It's wet, it's raining. But that's what they say in the Cajun French. It's wet. They say that's like an old time. You wouldn't hear people in France say that. Maybe somebody 95 years old. But anyway, like some of the old people around here, they have a thick accent. They'll say, instead of I'm going to the store to buy grind meat, I'm going to the store to buy ground meat. Like going to the store to buy ground meat. They'll say, I'm going to make groceries. That's what they say. I'm going to make groceries, and I'm going to make groceries. I got to get some grind meat. Grind meat. All right. Well, anyway, if this beer is not an A, they do not have an A beer, right? If this beer is not an A, they don't make A beers. So If this camera will focus, I'd be a happy person. I'm gonna go with 95. It's solid, it's super solid, man. Super solid. All right, well, I'm gonna go watch the news and what have you, and then I'll be back on the main channel with a blended whiskey taste challenge. Do y'all like whiskey taste challenges? I like doing them. They're fun to do. Don't even affect me, you know. But all right, so get ready. All right, bye bye, everybody.